Hello there, my name is Amal. Recently I passed the PMP exam and I got my PMP certification, and I'm so happy that I achieved this milestone in my career. So assuming that you clicked on this video, you are also interested in getting your PMP certification. In today's video, we are not going to talk about the exam. We are not going to talk about the preparation plan. We are going to talk about the first step in the journey of the PMP certification. And let me tell you, it's the easiest step also. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you in detail what is the PMP application, what are the conditions or the requirements that you should have to be eligible for the PMP certification, how you can express your experience and the activities that you've been doing at work in a way that you make it related to project management. And also I'm gonna share with you some useful links and some templates that you can use to describe your experience.
The PMP application can be a bit overwhelming and a bit complicated for some people. So I created this flowchart to simplify the process for everyone. So in this flowchart, you will see all the steps that you will go through to get your PMP application approved, hopefully. So let's start by the first step. The first step is creating your PMI account. It's pretty simple, it's straightforward, it's free. I'm gonna show you how to do it later. Few clicks, you will have your application open. Starting your application will open a screen with some questions that you have to answer. So you need to input your details in this form, details about your experience in project management, about your background, educational background, of course, and about the trainings, the project management trainings that you've done. We will talk about that in more details. So it's worth mentioning that when you start your application, you will have a draft application open. The draft will be kept open for 90 days. So please make sure that you have all the required information prepared elsewhere in your OneNote or in Notebook or somewhere, and then start your application, input your details in that application and submit it in that day or in a couple of weeks, but don't keep it open for more than 90 days because it will be lost. When all the information are entered, you can submit your application. Okay, when you submit your application, make sure that you put the reality. Don't lie, please, because sometimes they can do some audit on the application, and if they request more information or proof of your experience or your education and you are unable to provide that, your application will be rejected, of course. So when you submit your application, and you provide, sometimes if they ask about the more information and proofs and you provide that, they will take around 2 days to provide the decision. So if it's a yes, that means your application is approved. If it's a no, that means your application is rejected. I hope not. So when they approve your application, you will have 1 year from the approval date to schedule your exam and take your exam. During that 1 year, you have 3 attempts. And when I say 3 attempts, that means you can take the exam 3 times during that year. And in each time you have to pay the fee of the exam. So preferably and economically speaking, make sure that you pass the exam from the first time. And it's not difficult. With some good planning and a good dedication, you can do it. So scheduling the exam also, it's not very complicated. It's straightforward. It also depends on your preference, if you want to do it in a center or if you want to do it from home. It's up to you. So if you pass the exam, congratulations, go and celebrate. You will have to maintain that certification, and after 3 years, you will have to renew it. We will talk about it maybe in another video. If you fail, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You still have 2 other attempts. Just prepare more and take the exam another time. So this is an overview of the PMP application. And right now we will go through each step and talk about it in more detail. As we mentioned before, the first step will be creating our PMI account. So you will go to the PMI website. Over here you will find login and register. Of course, you will go to the register because you don't have an account yet. Here the email address, I'm gonna use a temporary email address. Please do not send anything to this email address. I mean, you can, if you want to contact me, you can use my social media links in the description box. Okay. Of course, you need to read and approve and agree to the privacy policy if you want to receive some emails or updates from the PMI. And you can register. And of course, you can always choose those options over here, but yeah. You will receive a verification code. Continue. Over here, you will see this welcome page. I want to explore the certification because that's why I'm here. Okay. And the certification that I'm interested in is the PMP, the Project Management Professional. So let's discover the PMP certification. So this is the page that you will see when you go either from the welcome page or in the certification, and you can choose it over here. Same thing, you'll find the same exact page. So here you can read everything that is related to the PMP. So we are here in the Project Management Professional page. So again, if you want to go to this page, just go to the certification, choose Project Management Professional, and ta-da, you will find yourself here. And now we're going to start our application. Of course, you will see here, apply for PMP certification. Click on apply now for your PMP. And let's wait a little bit. Ta-da, the application page is open. Okay. So you already see here that I started inputting my info. So first of all, you will find the education page. The education page is where you will input some data and information about your education. So academic education. Okay, here let's clarify a few points. Here you put the latest diploma you have. For some people, the latest diploma will be their master's degree or their PhD. For some people will be their bachelor degree or their high school degree. Okay, so you put the latest degree that you received. So here you choose the latest. For me, for example, the latest degree is my master's degree, and I get it from 2016 till 2018. The country will be Tunisia, and then you will put and you'll put the field of your study. For some known university and famous universities, when you input the name of the institution, it will give you more options to choose which degree exactly and put more information. But for me, I come from Tunisia, so there is no more options. I will save the education. That's enough. And now the professional education. Okay, in this level, you need to enter the PMP, the project management training that you've done or you are doing currently. And here I'm gonna share with you some options. For the professional education, you need to provide the training, the project management training that you've done or that you are doing currently. So what I would recommend, if you already did like in-person training, you need to provide the name, the course title, when did you do it, the dates and the hours. So as you see here, it should be 35 hours. I would recommend go to Udemy. It's a learning platform, and you will find a different variety of PMP courses that is 35 hours, and it provides a good amount of information, and sometimes it comes with the practice exams, which is pretty good. I would share with you this I would recommend that you get this course. It's not sponsored or anything, but I saw a lot of people who received their PMP certifications. They use this course and they recommend it. You can even see that the rating is pretty good. So this is an option. And of course, there is also other options. So choose whatever course that you like, but this is something that you can get. And for the price, sometimes in Udemy you will find a lot of discounts. Okay, so just wait for a day where there is a discount and you can actually buy this course for maybe 11 euros, or yeah, I think around 11-12 euros, which is pretty cheaper. Okay, so we can provide the name of the provider, which is education, and the course title, which is PMP exam. See. Okay. Okay. You already provided your hours. Continue to experience. So in the experience page, you need to input some detailed information about your project management experience. Okay, and let's be clear, when we say project management experience, the PMI is not requiring or requesting that you've been working as a project management manager before. A project management experience can be while you are working a different role, like a team lead, a manager, I don't know, but the activities that you are doing is related to project management, okay? So here you will put the project title, the organization and the company that you worked for, the job title, maybe you're a Scrum Master, team lead, the delivery manager, operation manager, whatever. The functional reporting area, is it in customer service, finance, IT, human resource, and so on. Organization primary focus, is it like in aerospace, armed forces, automotive, consulting, government, healthcare, and so on. The methodology, so if your company is using traditional project management, which is waterfall, is it agile, is it hybrid? Project team size, the team that you worked with, like you worked with 1 to 4 people, 5 to 9, so on. And here the project budget. I mean, sometimes some people, like for example, for me, some of the projects I worked I worked as Scrum Master. I don't have access to the exact budget of the project, but you will know approximately like how much the company is spending on that project and how much budget they will provide for that project. So of course, if the project is small, they won't be spending like 25 million, you know? So yeah, approximately, just give an approximate budget for the project you've been working on or the project that you will provide. When did you work on this project? You will provide the month and the year, and here when in the end, the month and the year, or if it's in progress currently. In the project description, you will provide a high-level description that summarizes your experience and includes the project objective, the outcome, your role in the project, and your responsibility and deliverables. So you need to write from 200 to 500 words. It's not very complicated. It's pretty simple and it's pretty easy. Just don't write a lot of a lot of bullshit. Excuse me for the word, but don't fill it with a lot of words that makes no sense. I will share with you a template how you can put the project description in a clear way and how you can focus and highlight your experience and the activities that you've done and the contribution that you provided in that project. Okay, after you provide that, you will save the experience and then you can add even another experience. You see here, it's asking only for 36 months because I have a master's degree. So if you have a bachelor degree, a master degree, or a PhD, it will request only 36 months of experience in project management. But if you have a high school degree and associate degree, it will request that you have more months of experience, like 60 months of experience in project management. I think the most important part in the application, in the experience part, is the project description, because in this area you will put the details of your experience and you need to know how to write it in a good way and how to formulate your activities and your responsibility and your impact on the project, what kind of role you are playing. You will put it here. As I said before, I will repeat it again. Please make sure that you put the reality of your experience. Don't lie. Don't fill it up with, some lies and, some nonsense. Just know how to express your experience in a way that you make it related to project management. I know some people will not see their activities as a project management activities. For example, I used to run a meeting or animate a meeting for example, a sprint review. This can be a project management activity because during that meeting or during that sprint review, I'm doing some stakeholder management. I'm doing some coordination in the team. I'm doing some monitoring with the team also to see if our product it is built in a correct way or not. You should know how to express and how to show your experience and your activity in a way that you relate it to project management. I know some people will find some difficulties to express their experience in this way. That's why I have a template that I used in my PMP application as well. So this template is filled with an imaginary project. So please don't use it. Use it, but don't use the experience. I know that showing our experience is not an easy task. I know that. And I found some difficulties to write the application, especially in the description. Like, I need to remember what I've done. I need to know how to express my activities and how to show them in a way that it relates them to project management. So I wanted to make it easier for you with this template that you can use. So I will give you the link later on, so don't worry. So first of all, you will have the project description. So the project title, general introduction of the project. Just write, general, an overview of the project, what this project is about, the objectives of the project. Like, for example, this project is redesign for e-commerce platform, increase sales conversions by 20%, improve user engagement, enhance website performance, ensure mobile responsiveness and cross-browser compatibility. Okay, and then you will go to overview of my role. So I will give an overview what role I played in that project. I worked as Scrum Master, I worked as a PMO, I worked as a project manager, I worked as a team lead, you see, you put an overview of your role and what kind of title or role you had in that project. For example, here you write, as the project manager, I was responsible for overseeing the entire project lifecycle from initiation to closure. My role involved planning, executing, and delivering the project within defined scope, time, and budget. That's the typical project manager. After that, I want you to go more in details, but in an organized manner. Put your responsibilities and the tasks that you were doing during the project. For example, stakeholder management. So here you can see that in this example, the project manager identified the key stakeholder, including senior management, marketing team, IT department, external vendors, and so on, conducted regular stakeholder meetings to gather requirement and provide updates, and so on. And then, for example, internal communication. You can write what kind of communication you were doing, the coordination, between your team and other teams, or between the different departments, and so on. Risk management activities, monitoring and control, not just of the project, but also of the product, the team building. This can be also monitoring and control. So the KPIs, if you were building some dashboards, all of this is monitoring and control. These are examples of some areas of activities. You can categorize your activities in different other category, and you can write it and place your experience there. And then you will have the project outcome and success. Here, I hope that you don't just write the project success, but also you share your success playing that role in the positive impact you had as I don't know what kind of role you played, as a team lead or a project manager or a scrum master. But for example, I facilitated the communication, which made it easier in the decision making, or gathering the requirement, or whatever. Okay. So for example, here the project outcome and success. The project was successfully completed on time and within budget. I think this is imaginary because most of the project they are not completed on time. The redesigned website resulted in 25% increase in sales and conversion, and 15% improvement in user engagement. Additionally, the website's performance and load times were significantly enhanced, leading to a better user experience. The project received positive feedback from both stakeholders and end user, contributing to the company's overall digital strategy. Really, really nice. Okay, so this is a template that you can use. I mean, you can take inspiration from this template and write your project description in a better way. And I think the count of how many words is this description? It is 391. Nice. It's within 200 and 500. For the people who are who cannot express their ideas in a good way, or they cannot write their ideas in a good way, I mean, you can take advantage of ChatGPT or Copilot. Just write your ideas and ask them to rewrite them in a more professional way, and you can use it to prepare your application. As I mentioned before, just make sure that the information provided is really it's really your experience. You are not lying. You are not providing false information. After you provide your experience, you can continue to the exam details, and then you can submit your application and just wait. Hopefully they will accept your application within 2 days. If they request for further information, sometimes I think they do sometimes some random checks, so they will ask some information from you. But if they ask, of course, since what you provided is the truth, you will be able to provide proofs and more details about your experience to them. And it won't take them long to respond to your application. After receiving the approval, make sure that you have a preparation plan already prepared for you. I know 1 year seems like, oh, it's a long time, I can do it, whenever I'm ready. Just don't procrastinate. Make sure that you have your plan ready. Start preparing for your exam, schedule it, and take your exam as soon as you get your application. It's much better than rushing in the last 1 month or 2 months. So this is the application, the PMP application. I hope everything is clear. If any one of you have any question, any specific question, you can send me your questions. I mean, my social media links is in the description box. You can send me your messages, and if I have the answer, of course, I will answer you. Otherwise, I will tell you to look elsewhere. Thank you all, and see you in another video. Bye.